Yes, indeed, Tanvir, and it's already been a long, hot summer. I have to tell you, just setting the scene for you a little bit. Basically, we are standing here on the coast of Fujairah. This is one of the 7 emirates of the United Arab Emirates. Essentially, what I can tell you about this location, it is hot, hot, hot. I'm talking about over 35 degrees Celsius, regularly hitting above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And you know it's got to be hot if I'm actually putting my hair up, right? We are about 70 miles from where these incidents took place. Just imagine the conflagration that must have taken place as these 2 ships were under attack. We saw those flames reaching high into the sky. They were reaching so high and so far and so fast that they were picked up by satellite images all throughout the day. So this wasn't just an isolated incident, was it? We know, of course, that the Americans are saying, hey, listen, we know that the Iranians did this. We now also know that the Iranians were responsible for those attacks just a month ago on 4 other tankers. You remember at that time, there seemed to be a lot of jockeying for a few days at least, about who was going to say that it was the responsibility or it had been basically an Iranian attack and who was not going to say it and how they were going to say it. And we're talking about Saudi Arabia, the UAE, as well as the United States of America. It seemed as if when I was speaking to my sources in Washington that the Gulf Arabs didn't want to come out and make this announcement without the United States as well doing the same thing and without an international coalition. Why that's significant? It seemed as if they wanted to make sure that they didn't seem as if they were warmongering. But the United States now being pretty clear. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, listen in.
This assessment is based on intelligence, the weapons used, the level of expertise needed to execute the operation, recent similar Iranian attacks on shipping, and the fact that no proxy group operating in the area has the resources and proficiency to act with such a high degree of sophistication. Iran is lashing out because the regime wants our successful maximum pressure campaign lifted. No economic sanctions entitle the Islamic Republic to attack innocent civilians, disrupt global oil markets, and engage in nuclear blackmail.
I think it's really, really significant, Tanvir, that while he did call the Iranians out, while he did make it very, very clear that the United States knows, he said that this was a direct result of an Iranian attack, an Iranian intervention, he did stop short of saying that there would be a military response. And I think that that's something that folks out here have been watching very, very closely. Certain folks in the United States, in Washington, have been very, very worried about in recent months about the heightening of the rhetoric. If there were to be some kind of conflagration literally out here, a catastrophic attack as it's been described to me, what that would do not only to global shipping, what that would do not only to the crude market, but also what that would mean for the United States and its allies who would be leading the charge here. And it seems as if the United States, they called Iran out, but at the same time, they're still not promising any kind of military retribution. Tanvir? Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.